Morning, friends. We out here again today because I made the last video and I went over there and I shot them 3.5-inch rounds. Me and my son wanted to try out with the 24 pellet 30 cal loads, but I forgot to video it, guys. But the round shot awesome. Well, then yesterday I came up with another round, well, last night, and I decided to load it up and see what they will do. And I wanted to load a couple more of them to show you how I loaded them, because we're going to go over there and test them today too. And the 24 pellet, to me, I thought was absolutely the perfect round for me and my TriStar Viper Max and my son's Stoeger M3500. Joey's a little different than I am. I love a really tight pattern. And that 24 pellet 30 cal at 50 yards was giving us probably a 15-inch circle. Well, Joey's problem is, and he's correct on this, a lot of places we hunt, a lot of times a deer will break out of cover at, it can be anywhere from point blank, guys, I ain't lying. It can be from 15, 20 yards to 30 yards, and they'll be right on top of us. Well, the 50-yard stuff, shooting those tight of patterns, the closer you get, the whole lot tighter that pattern's becoming. And it gets so tight to the point where we've actually shot deer that it hits them like a slug. I shot a big, huge 5-pointer. I mean, this deer was old, just on the downhill side of things. But I shot him at about 35 yards, me and my son Zach, a couple years ago, with my 14 pellet double aught in a White Lightning wad. And I shot at him 3 times, guys, because he was coming through the oaks, and he just come up on me so fast because there was 2 does leading the pack. And I thought it was does, and we couldn't shoot does at the time. So I had raised the gun up, but I lowered it down. And to make a long story short, the does run up, and they actually seen me at about 20 yards and froze, you know. Typical what they do, staring at me. Well, in the process of me lowering the gun down, all of a sudden that big buck just bound right past him. I didn't even see him coming. And he was, by the time I pulled the gun back up, he done already got back to 35 yards, and I fired boom, boom, boom. Well, then but one shot hit him, but all 14 of the pellets was in a spot on him about that big. So I got him, but he was way too close. And I understand Joey's philosophy on that. He doesn't want something shooting, when it's shooting at 50 yards, it's only shooting 12, 15-inch circles. And at 20 yards, you're throwing a softball at him. And some guys love it. Don't get me wrong. Hey, if you love it, by all means. But Joey doesn't. So this video, well, the other thing we tried out, and we're going to try it again today. In that video, we didn't do the video on shooting it, but when we shot it, the LBC 50 was a little bit more open pattern. He liked that better, but he said he really loved the 18 pellet double aught load. That was his favorite load. So I'm really loving these LBC 50s, guys. If you haven't tried them, you really ought to give them a shot. That's an awesome one, man. But he wanted something even just a tad bit more open. And true to form, more bags of LBC 50s open. Would help if I use wads up before I open a new one. All right, here's some, but I got a couple new bags of them. But we use open bags. The MG42. Now Wade Rush, he swears by these, and the patterns he's getting, I can see why he does. So we're going to load Joey up. He loves the single aughts, so we're going to load some 18 pellet single aughts, and we're going to try them out with the MG42 this time. We're going to load Wade's load. He really loves that load, so we're going to, let's see. Let me grab some 3.5-inch holes right here. And we're going to show you these. Today we are going to video this. I will bring the camera with me. So, in Wade's video, he's using 34.5 of Blue Dot. Tell you what, today we'll also fold crimp 3.5s on the lead load off. But he's shooting 34.5 grains of Blue Dot with an MG42. And he was getting the results he liked. And the patterns that Joey sent me the video on the Wade's, which I'd already seen it, he was getting some great performance out of these. So, my reloading room is freezing. I don't know about the rest of y'all in Virginia here, but over here in Pennsylvania County, buddy, it is cold this morning. I think it was 39 degrees or 38 degrees when I just come outside a minute ago. 34.5 of Blue Dot. The MG 42 wad. We're going to set it right down in there. Press it good. Alright, he wants the 20 pellet 31 cal. My powder coated 31 cals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. MG42 loads up real easy too, guys. I see that for sure. Comes right up top there. We're going to cover it with buffer. We're going to put a overshot card in it. These are just 3/4 inch overshot cards I punch out of a poster board, cereal box. It doesn't matter to me. I'll punch it out of anything. Pre-crimp it. Final crimp it. 3.5 inch 18 pellet double off. Now to make it look super pretty, we give it a slight taper at the top. Recess it in a little bit. All right, there's one. Personally, I thought the LBC 50 was absolutely perfect. But he wanted to try this out, so we're going to try this out today. We got to hurry up because deer season's coming and we got to load for the whole hunt club. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. 31 and 32 cal stacking. They're so pretty by twos. They just fall into place, guys. You can just drop them. I sure hope it warms up today. I love cold weather for deer season, but the older I get, the less I like cold weather. Pre-crimp it. Final crimp it. That lead load all load a beautiful 3.5 inch round all day, guys. I don't know if you can see that real good. That's a 3.5 inch 20 pellet single alt. Absolutely perfect looking round. We're gonna write these down so we don't forget what these are. We're just gonna write on there MG 42 34.5 and 20 pellets. Single aught. There's one of them. MG42. 20 pellets. $34.5 grains of blue dot. Alright, we done loaded them two, guys. Alright. Now, I'm going to load 34 grains of blue dot on the LBC 50. I'm 3/4 cutting them. I'm not taking it all the way to the bottom, but I'm going well over halfway too. Yep, 3/4 cut, guys. This LBC 50 has turned out to be an awesome buckshot ram. Wad. 34 grains. Blue dot powder. The LBC 50. Now this got a flat base in it basically. You don't have to have that card in the bottom. You can, just to give you a little more cushion. It don't hurt nothing, that's for certain. You can use 1/4 inch, 1/8 inch. It don't really matter. I'm going to throw a 1/4 inch in it for now. Then I'm going to load up 24 pellets of 30 cal. These are true 30 cal pellets, guys. These are full grown, number one, as Wade calls them. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. The payload weight, as I showed in the other video, which I was supposed to show you video, but is 2 1/8 ounces of payload weight. Now don't consider this load data. This is just what I'm shooting in my guns, trying it out, and it worked good yesterday. I would just wish I'd have videoed it because it was shooting some awesome patterns at 50 yards. But we're gonna try it again today and see if we can replicate it. 12 gauge overshot card. Pre-crimp. Final crimp. 24 pellet, true 30 cal number ones there. What's the weight called it? Full grown number ones. In an LBC 50 wad. Load one more the same way, guys. 34 grains. Blue dot powder. 3/4 cut. LBC 50 wad. 1/8 inch. 20 gauge felt wad. 24 pellets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. 24 pellets once again, guys. 2 1/8 ounce payload. That's a heavy joker. That is one that's heavy enough that I would not want to be using long shot for it. Long shot, in my opinion, when it gets them real heavier loads, some guys it may work great for. I can't get the performance out of that and them real heavy loads. All right, 24 pellets. True 30 cal. Down the side of this thing, guys. You're gonna fold crimp it once more, pre-crimp it. And when you're using these lead load-offs, take your time. Don't try to ram down on it. That's where a lot of you guys are talking about, you know, not getting pretty crimps because you're trying to force it too fast. If you take your time with a lead load-off, and once you get the hang of it, that looks just like a factory new shell. Especially once I do this to it. Now this taper crimp, it is not necessary, guys. It just makes the round look even better. And it tapers in the top a little bit. You don't have none of them rough edges no more. But that is 3.5 inch, 24 pellet true number 1. We're going to take that to the thing today, range today. 24 pellet. Number 1. 30 cal. 34 grains blue dot. LBC 50. We're going to take these down there today. We're going to shoot these too, guys. Spoiler alert, I already know that they shot good. They shoot good because we tried them the other day. We just forgot the video after we made the first video on them. 24 pellet. 30 cal. LBC 50. 34 grains. Blue dot. I'm going to enjoy doing this video, to be honest with you guys, because wait till you see how they shoot. At least they did in the TPS wad. The LBC was a little bit more open, and that actually excited my son. He preferred that a little bit more open pattern. So, let's, all right, the other round I wanted to show you. I loaded these yesterday. Once again, I was trying out the LBC 50. Like I said, I'm really in love with that wad. Beauty of this wad too, also, guys, you drop it down inside of a clear hull. You don't have to put an undershot card under the wad to keep the powder from migrating. It seals that good. We're going to 3/4 cut these two. All right, and how I loaded these was 3-inch Magnum primed Fiocchi holes. I think these are Fiocchi. Make sure they're Fiocchis. Yep, 3-inch mag primed Fiocchi holes. I'm running 27 grains of long shot because it's a little bit heavier payload, and it's 20 pellets, you know. We're gonna drop it straight down in there. We're gonna throw an 1/8 inch 20 gauge felt wad down in there. The reason I love the felt, they just go in there perfectly every time. 20 pellets of 30 cal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. 20 pellets of true 30 cal in there. We'll cover it up with buffer powder. .12 gauge. Just a paper punched 3/4 inch card I cut out of a poster board. That was actually out of a cereal box. It don't matter. Punch them out of anything. Get you one of these guys. Paper punch. Got a bunch of them stuck up in it. You can make these overshot cards out of literally anything, my friends. I got cards all stuck up in there. I had to get my knife to get them out. I was going to punch you a few out to show you. You can still punch them out because you can see it just goes up in there, push down on it, punches it right at the bottom. Let's see. Then I'm going to get off on a tangent doing something. Alright. Here's the box off the primers. First thing, let me get these other ones out of there. There we go. Alright, my friends. Just push the box up in there. Cereal box, it doesn't matter. You just made overshot card. They just fall out. You ain't got to buy them overshot cards by the bag, guys. Take your kids' cereal boxes, pop them out. Alright. That one is blue. We'll use it on the next one. Anyhow, 6-point crimp. Come down on it real easy. .20 pellet, 3-inch. In a LBC 50. We'll do another one. 27 grains of long shot. Half, 3/4 cut, LBC 50. Eighth inch, 20 gauge, felt wad. .20 pellets once again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. The 30 calibers and up, you almost don't even, you basically don't even have to look, guys. They're going to fall on there by 2. Just drop them in there. 20 pellets. Cover it up with buffer. There's the blue overshot card we just punched out. Drop it right down in there, guys. Fits right in there. Pre-crimp. Final crimp. Two 20 pellet, 3-inch true number ones. They're beautiful. That little machine will load everything for you guys. I've been telling you for years. So I don't even need to write down there what they are. They're LBCs. I know what they are. Aim to take one of them, shoot one at each one of our guns. And our 3.5s. So today, matter of fact, as soon as it warms up here within an hour, guys, I'm gonna load these up. Those 6 rounds were just now loaded on the lead load all 2. There's absolutely nothing wrong. You don't have to have all them mechs. They're nice. but they'll load up just fine. Just like that. Take your time with it, learn your machine, and load you some shells and make all your buddies happy because they ain't trying to find them everywhere. All right, stay tuned till about an hour or two. We'll go over here and shoot them. Later, guys.